Man, my hand's still stained from the purple. Came here from the One Punch Armory. Quick little summary of a beautiful leather scabbard that I've just completed for my friend. We actually make several leather scabbards already. She makes several leather scabbards, some for LARP use, some for HEMA use, and some for general whatever use. And of course, they can be something as short and little cute as this little cat's burger right here for the Kalamazoo LARP sword, or it could be, example, the very first one that I made for the Sir Ragzik Kalamazoo sword, and the kind of whole thing started just because I wanted a scabbard for my LARP sword during COVID, and because nobody really carried an open sword, and LARP scabbard doesn't really look that pretty, so I decided that as a fun little thing, I made my own. And then of course later on in addition, my lovely wife made me this super cute one with my little Pomeranian on it. And and of course scabbard comes in many interesting facets. Some you can even put a little dagger right here while your army swords right there, all in one package. And in the process, we actually all start with a tracing paper. So these are all butcher paper. It's all being drawn out, sketched. We send it to our whoever wants to buy one of these scabbards, or perhaps when we're planning ourselves, just kind of lay everything out, make sure the blade will fit just fine. And that is how we get these nice, beautiful products. All of these are just leather. They are, I think, 5mm thick. I don't know what that is in ounce. But what it means is that there's no wooden core. So the good thing is that we are able to get really nice tooling, keep the leather scabbard nice and thin, because when the leather core goes on and you want a little bit of a tooling, I find that it gets a little bit too thick. So I kind of like it when it's just nice and loose. And the good thing is that if you are just wearing a scabbard, they're still relatively straight and not overly like floppy and bendy. But the best part about these leather scabbard is that if you're going to be using it for HEMA use, you don't have to worry about taking a hit and breaking the wooden core inside that would need replacement. These are very flexible and extremely durable as well. Now all of these are going to be tooled and dyed. Let's get a little closer look. Closer look right here of the leather scabbard. As you can see that in the detail, everything is actually tooled and dyed. And even the little bottom has a little thick chafe onto it, so then when you rest it on the ground, if anything happens, you're just needing to replace this one chafe right here. And then the back is, for now, I'm not really that good at stitching, so right now a simple baseball stitch would do just fine. Now on this one, I kind of put in two little loops, so if anyone want to hang on to HEMA pants, they can, and an extra little piece right here, because on this set it actually comes with a baldric that you can actually hang this on the back, so it becomes almost like a proto back scabbard. And a couple of things that I start doing for HEMA sword that I can't really do for LARP swords, that I actually put a little frog right here with an additional piece right here. So that creates like a little lip. Now what that does, that actually keeps this all nice and uniform. You don't break that little top piece right here. And the thing is, when you're having a tipped sword, you need the metal to be quite big and receiving, but as it gets into the blade, you want it to be nice and tight. With this little piece right here, it kind of locks the sword nicely in. So even if you change out to another arming sword, it could do quite nicely. What started off as a cute little funsy little project kind of became a fun little obsession of ours, and because friends and family has been asking for it, well, we actually start taking commission now to make your custom scabbard. So now what happens is that these are not just fictitious scabbard. We actually go through a lot of research in terms of what go into scabbard tooling, what kind of design it is, how it's being strapped, based on the historical accuracy of your sword. Now, of course, if you bring me a random fantasy sword, I still like to keep things historical. But what that means is that it's not like I'm gonna place your fantasy sword in a historical setting. I'm actually gonna ask you a bunch of lore questions on, if you give me a fantasy sword, I guess I'll ask you about the backstory of the sword and make your scabbard taper to that. Yeah, fun stuff. Well, if you have any question about our leather scabbard pricings or how do you order one, you can always comment down below, or you can find me on One Punch Armory on Instagram. Alright, I'll talk to you guys again later. See ya!